Just days before he was found dead, Max Spears sent a text message to his mum. "Your boy is in trouble. If anything happens to me, investigate." It was June 2016, and the renowned ufologist and conspiracy theorist had been expected to speak at an industry conference in Warsaw, but he never made it to the venue. The incredibly strong and fit 39-year-old was found lifeless after vomiting 2 liters of black liquid and suffering from intense and mysterious migraines for several days. Yet, his death was deemed to be the result of natural causes. His mother explained that in the months preceding his death he had been exposing who was dangerous in the world of government and the entertainment world. With no post-mortem examination and British authorities refusing to investigate the incident, many suspect a case of highly sophisticated foul play. Strangely, his body showed no signs of physical damage. Many close to him, including his fiancée, claimed Spears was gradually poisoned by enemies. Also unusual is the failure of Polish authorities to carry out a post-mortem examination. The British government also refused to investigate, initially because his death happened overseas. Spears' mother believes these convenient circumstances are consistent with an orchestrated government assassination. She said, "These people seem to be involved in some very, very dark and dangerous areas of the world, and I was afraid that as he was gaining popularity and fame, that perhaps somebody would want him out of the way, not alive any longer." At the time of his death, Spears was allegedly investigating a sprawling occult child sex abuse scandal at a Californian army base. Reportedly, around 60 historical cases of child abuse occurred at the base in the 1980s. American Army officer Lieutenant Colonel Michael Aquino was implicated in many of these incidents. Aquino is also the founder of the Temple of Set, a notorious Satanist movement. Spears had purportedly found links between this group and a high-profile San Francisco pedophile ring. If Spears discussed his research at the conference as was scheduled, it seems there were many with a lot to lose. What's more, Spears' electronic history was posthumously deleted across all of his devices. When Polish authorities returned his computer to his family, all the files and internet history had been mysteriously wiped. More incriminating still, his cell phone was also given back in an unrecoverable state. The dossier of evidence that Spears is alleged to have prepared was lost. All this fits in with the foul play alleged by his friends and family. Miles Johnston, founder of the Irish UFO Research Centre and a friend of Spears, believes that the death was carried out by the Men in Black. Since the early 20th century, rumours have abounded of government agents who hide the truth about aliens from the public. According to reports, these men harass and threaten UFO witnesses to prevent them revealing shocking truths about extraterrestrial activity on Earth. In interviews, Spears claimed that he had been trained by the government to be a super soldier or a government military agent with superhuman abilities. In one interview, Spears stated, "I was involved in Project Mannequin in the UK, which is an extension of the Nazi Uberman projects to create a warrior and a breeder." Is it possible that Spears was murdered by government agents for defecting and discussing this program so publicly? On the other hand, there is no evidence connecting government agencies or occult groups to Spears' death. Given how little of his recent work survives following the destruction of his cell phone and laptop, we do not even know definitively what his final project covered. Until this information is available, any links to the occult are purely speculative. The same goes for Spears' claim that he had previously been a government super soldier. He offered no proof of this having happened. The vast majority of evidence for the Men in Black is based on witness testimony. While there has been some CCTV evidence of the group, none has yet been verified. Indeed, WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has publicly spoken about the absence of revelatory information on extraterrestrials in hacked international government cables. After intensive lobbying from Spears' family and friends, UK authorities did eventually carry out a post-mortem 4 months after his death. Its results were inconclusive. This is unusual if Spears were poisoned. A second autopsy has been ordered. According to author Nigel Watson, the limited historical precedent of UFO researchers being murdered by government agents makes this scenario unlikely. Watson has said that several UFO researchers have died in unusual circumstances or have committed suicide, but they are a very small number compared to the number of UFO researchers who have spoken openly about UFOs for decades and have never been troubled by men in black or alien murder squads. The circumstances around Spears' death are certainly suspicious and leave a lot of questions to be answered. However, claims of government involvement are currently unsubstantiated. The absence of concrete, reliable information about the case does ring alarm bells. We cannot rule out cold-blooded murder, but for now, the jury is out.